This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today we're going to do a Sunday drive of the Renault 5. This is the Ioniq trim and it's the 55 kilowatt hour battery or the 52 net capacity. Fun fact, I measured only around 48 something kilowatt hour here. So we're going to see today, we will drive it fully charged now and then drive like an eco run and see can we go over 400 kilometers. According to my calculation, it's going to be 420. All right, not influenced by Elon at all. But yeah, nice. Whoa. But I wonder, the heck happened here? Well, I did 1,000 kilometer challenge. That's what I know. I wonder if this will affect the drag coefficient because now it's not a smooth surface anymore. Okay, maybe I should clean it before I go. All right, just quick wash. Use an insect remover, some chemicals, and then rinse it and rub it a bit. And it looks a lot better now. Wait, I think I need slightly more rinsing on this side. Wait a minute. Okay, we had 100% here on display, but car scanner reports 98%. Normally when you charge 100%, it will say 100% here also, even when we are DC fast charging or AC charging. Remaining energy, this is reported with well, a 2 kilowatt hour buffer, so it's supposed to be 52 kilowatt hour, but I actually didn't get that much when I measure it in actual driving. But okay, let's plug in and see if it wants to charge or not. Checking in progress. Yeah. Wait, it is charging. Or, yeah, it's taking 10 kilowatt. Huh? This is a bit odd. Huh? Okay. Let me check on Easy here. I don't know what the heck is wrong with Easy right now. Connecting to cloud. Okay, whatever. But this is also kind of strange. When you're charging, normally you see charging speed here. Now you don't see it. But in car scanner, you can see that we are taking 10 kilowatt. So it is obviously adding energy. Wait, hey, and then it jumped to 100%. What? Wacky BMS, anyone? Well, we're done charging. It charges for 5 minutes. It's 54.5. Okay, whatever. Good to go, right? Just reset. Well, I wonder if I have to power up this. Okay. All right.
Hey, let me introduce myself.
No, can you just go away?
Okay, no problem.
All right, and then need to reset. Yeah, reset this. And there, and then just check that. Yeah, the distance was pretty bad. Okay. Now good to go. We're getting close to Maura, and this is strange because the state of charge here, every time we start driving after you fully charge it, it will say 100% for a while. But you see, we've driven 16 kilometers. You must have spent some energy driving 16 kilometers. This car scanner display though reports 96% now, so it seems like that's the correct state of charge, and this is just a weird way of representing the data. All right, and as usual, we are cruising at the speed limit, 80 kilometers per hour. We have auto steer. Now we have 97%. You see, auto steer is active. Yeah, and GPS speed is 77, so we're driving slightly under the speed limit. Driving like an old man, so all good. I'm not sure which route to take today, but probably go to Gjøvik first, and then we'll see from there. Because further west here, there's rains. I want to avoid that. Then I also want to avoid driving too much on the motorway. I want to get some nice scenery like over here, right? And then south, then I get sun in the face and it becomes too hot. Yeah, I'm using only fans now. So you see, it's not on auto, but fan speed is 1, so I can feel like there's coming a little bit here. So I think that's okay for now. And it's 21 degrees Celsius outside, nice and hot. We are now at Gjøvik. This is actually Circle K colored, but so far we're at 77%, well, on this display, and then 80% here. But look at the consumption. Huh? 107 watt-hour per kilometer. Simply amazing. And actually the car underreports by 1.6%, so that means that the real consumption is 105 watt-hour per kilometer. Wow. Right? You see, this is funny, because everywhere I go, there'll be people looking at the car. They're like, oh, what is this? Because it's a yellow car and it's different. It's classic. But okay, anyway, I was wondering, I backed up now, but how do you dismiss the backup camera? Okay. Huh? And there's no home button. This is strange. Okay, I'm in reverse, but there's no park button, so you have to just pull this, right? So I could maybe, well, I could put the car in neutral. There, yes, finally. Okay, went to the restroom, came back to the car. Battery charging impossible. C'est impossible. I don't know, there's a wrench here. Huh? Freaking French cars, man. Okay, hopefully it's not kaput, right? Does the message go away? Oh, the wrench is still there. Okay, this is not ideal. Okay, whatever. Over to something more important. The baguette holder. I purchased at Pringles. Will it fit in the baguette holder? Oh yeah. Oops, it just disappears in there. Okay, but this is perfect. Well, it's almost a bit too deep. But then can you eat from the Pringle box when you have it in the baguette holder? Let's try. Yes, you can. Okay, I just drove for a minute and suddenly the error message is gone. Well, of course, it's a French car. What do you expect? Lots of bugs and glitches. Okay, more problems. Suddenly, I cannot play any music. Try radio. See, the sound is supposed to be on. I haven't muted anything. I tried also, well, I had to wait for go to sources. I was gonna play some USB music. You see, you can see the songs here. It starts playing, but it's not working. No! Le voiture electric is kaput! Oh, man. And then also we drive kind of slow now. It's 80 zone and we are going under the speed limit. I mean, welcome to Norway. In Norway, there's always someone slower than you. I thought I drove like an old man, but yeah, this is Norway. Oh, I just remember, there's a power button here on top of the screen. So I'm going to try now, while we're driving, to reset the infotainment. I'm going to press and hold something. There. And that it doesn't mess up the trip meter here while driving. Some cars might actually do that. Okay, and then it needs to reboot French OS, Baguette OS. Welcome, chauffeur. Okay, it's loading stuff here. Yeah, now it's working. Oh, it bugs me about the Android Auto. No, stop bugging me about Android Auto 9. I didn't want to start it. Disable that shit, man. Okay, all good now. Music is working. We're getting close to Trysil, and I navigated back to Yes Home, you see that it probably expects that I'm gonna hammer it on the motorway. That's why it claims that, okay, I'm gonna drive 147 kilometers and, you know, barely make it there with 0%. No, it's probably going to be better than that. So we're down to 48% battery. Yeah, 207 kilometers on gum here. So I think I need to turn around soon because there's another time constraint and I have to get back to kindergarten by 4-ish. Yeah, which is a little bit over 2.5 hours. So, and then so far, let me check here, consumption. No, I keep going the wrong way. There, 114 watt hour per kilometer. Not too bad in the highlands, right? Let me check my safety score. Oh, 90. Yeah, eco score 94. How about that? See here. On speed, I have full. Yeah, fallen distance, almost full, and then trajectory. Okay, and then if we go to, my bad. Eco score. Okay, acceleration speed almost full, and then anticipation full. Wow, I'm a super safe driver. Alright, we're back on one of the motorway stretches now, heading back home. So 98 kilometers left. Look at this, it's 24 degrees Celsius. Holy macaroni, it's hot outside. I have OnlyFans, you can see it here. And it's barely helping. And then so far the consumption is 113 watt hour per kilometer. And then we have done 280 kilometers. Oh, wait, there's a truck overtaking me. I'm gonna slow down, I always do this. I slow down for the trucks when they overtake me. I don't think they notice it. Yeah, and then I speed up. Yeah, because I think usually when they do this in other cars, when I do Sunday drive, when you slow down like this, it's so gentle that the brake lights doesn't come on. So, okay, but now I think the wind is roughly this direction. So we have semi-strong headwind on the way back. So will the consumption go up or down? We will see. And also I have to kind of hurry a bit because it's 3 in the afternoon now. I should be back home in about an hour. Well, that's not gonna work. 97 kilometers away. Okay, I'll be home by 4:30 then, so I can pick up Isabel. Well, we are back home in the garage, and the stats so far is that we have 11% left. Okay, 114 watt hour per kilometer, and then we drove 376.8. Yeah, but well, it's more. It's 1.6% more than this. But also the stats here. Okay, this energy, it seems like you don't get that it's claimed. You get maybe 10% or 5% less than that. And also not only that, but also once this is 0, or this is 0, right? Then it's claimed to be 2 kilowatt hour left. So that seems to be the 0 buffer. So we're not going to count that in the Sunday drive. But okay, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm running out of time. I must go and hit the other car and get Isabel. So the car will be parked here in the garage now for the next 5 hours roughly, and then I'll resume. But this will also be an interesting test. Will anything of this change until we are back again? Okay, anyway, family town now. It is now 11 at night, and that means the car has been parked for 6 hours. And interesting, we have 9%. We lost 2%. And if we look at the car scanner now versus before, you see that remaining energy has dropped, and then state of charge in car scanner dropped 3%. Have we lost 1.3 or roughly 1.3 kilowatt hour? Really? Okay, the temperature went down slightly, but not that much. So it can't just be because the battery temperature dropped. Okay, you know what? To compensate for this, I will charge the car back to what it was before I proceed with the with a Sunday drive, and I will eventually also do a 0-mile test. We are now driving the final loops. Now we go around the cleavage here. Yeah, low traffic. I'm just cruise at 80 kilometers per hour here. Wait, what's that? Debris. A blown tire. Okay. Yeah, we're down to 50 kilometers of range left. I will also see if the consumption goes up or not at night. But at least now at night, we have slightly high consumption because the headlights are on. But they probably suck 50 watt extra, right? And it's 17 degrees Celsius, still nice and warm, yeah, versus 23 we had at the highest, at 24. But I don't have to run HVAC now, so no fan is always better than only fans, right? We are now at 5% and we have no indicated range left. This always happens. And then let me see, we have driven now 402 kilometers. So how much farther can we go? Well, at least before the indicated range disappeared, we had around 40 kilometers left. So, well, we can keep driving. Fortunately, I've done this before, gone deep during 1,000 kilometer challenge, so I know that we should be able to go until 0% on display, and also until this remaining energy shows around 2 kilowatt hour. The remaining 2 kilowatt hour is probably buffer below zero. This is it, I'm done, DUN. I'm now at 0%. We didn't have to extrapolate anything. And we have done 422.6 kilometers. I have to add the correction also. And then the consumption was 114 watt hour per kilometer. Yeah, corrected is 112, but okay. All good. It means that we actually have 48.2 kilowatt hour. This is right on par with what I measured before, actually twice. So, all right, that's it. Okay, this is kind of weird. Now, I finished the 0-mile test. It's a different test. And now I'm charging the car, but because it's raining outside and I have the EcoFlow batteries inside here, that's why you hear this fan going. Get some heat in here, so that's great. But yeah, so sorry for the noise, but 429 kilometers. Okay, it is better than VLTP, but just barely better. And then, okay, consumption was only 112, so I mean, it's roughly on par what it should be, because when I did the range test, it was around 135. So usually the Sunday drive is 20 watt hour per kilometer lower than that. Very, very often now with cars I test, it becomes like that, yeah. So it barely beat Volvo XC90 with a lot bigger battery, yeah. But the XC90, no, so the XC40, I mean, it's thirstier. A little bit bigger, of course, yes. But what is impressive is that actually, the Citroën EC4X also had the same consumption. Wow, French cars, they are efficient, right? But the EC4X is a lot bigger. But also, I want to highlight that the ID7 rear-wheel drive. This is ID7 with the ABRP 550 motor, you know. How many horsepower is it? 285 or something horsepower, 550 Newton meter torque. And big family car had 117 watt hour per kilometer, slightly more than this car only. But okay, Model 3 was better, yeah, in efficiency, and it's even larger, even the all-wheel drive. So, well, in that regard, okay, maybe 112 here is not that great. Maybe it should have been 100 watt hour per kilometer like a Model 3, because Model 3 is heavier and bigger. But at least, okay, we tried it now. And the city car, you can actually go quite far. You can drive in the city, and you can even do 1,000 kilometer challenge, and it still goes fairly fast. Not as good as the Volkswagen ID3, spoiler alert, you know, the pure, but still decent. Anyway, I think that's gonna be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.